2, 1.
Hey guys, Elijah here. We just got back from the Nashville Regional. It was only 7 rounds. I ended up getting first place. Went 7-0 undefeated, playing the new deck, Superheavy Samurais. So I just figured I'd give you all a rough draft deck list. I haven't got to test with it a whole lot, so doubt it's perfect yet, but just to give some people an idea. We'll start out with the engine. Of course, 3 of all the good ones. The new Pendulum, Soul Piercer, Wagon, and Bike. You have to max on all of these. Of course, Wagon's the worst one, but this deck can brick because it only has 12 of the 1-card starters, so you definitely have to max on all of them. And then for the other engine cards, 2 of the Big Binky. He's like not terrible to draw because he can turn the bad guys into like at least somewhat of a combo because he can Rota for Soul Piercer. Then 1 Spy, well, Stealthy now. You have to play this guy because when you do the 1-card combo, if you search this when you make Excel Stardust, you can beat Nib off just the 1-card combo and still end on like multiple interruptions, Regulus Bow, and like clear the Nib. So I think he's absolutely necessary, and sometimes like stealing your opponent's imperm when they imperm you or something like that can be pretty good. So yeah, I like that card a lot. 1 of the Soul Gaia, 1 of Scales, 1 Peacemaker. I saw some people playing more of these because they can help you play around Droll, but he just like isn't great to draw realistically. Doesn't do a whole lot of his own, so yeah, I just want to play as many hand traps as possible, so I just tried to play the smallest amount of the not starters that I can. And then that's for the Super Heavies. That's the 1 Regulus you search. Don't think you need more. He's like fine to open, but I wouldn't play more than 1 of them. And then I played a Box Tunneler, you know, draw 2, reset your engine. 1 of the Jizikuru, you search this in the combos because your combo ends on so many interrupts, and then like 6 cards in hand, follow up plus Jizikuru like makes it to where you just like cannot lose. And then that's the engine. Defensives, played just 2 Nibs. I was kind of iffy on playing this card. It's not usable versus every deck. But I wanted to respect Cash 5 zone locking a little bit, so I just decided to play 2 of it. Triple Droll for the mirror. I just wanted to respect the mirror because this deck feels extremely powerful. Triple Ash, just generic. Triple Gamma. This card's unreal in this deck. Yeah, it makes Baron when you get to resolve it on your turn. You can like Bike to trigger a Rise Hearts and stuff. This card's just crazy good in this deck. And then Triple Ghost Ogre, the new mainstay of the format, I think. This card was pretty good for me today. Usable versus most decks. All around solid. Double Moonlit Chill. I choose this one over Veiler because Pearly can draw phase, special their guys. So it's good to have it for that. And because this one works under Shifter, whereas Veiler doesn't. So you want as many live cards as possible when you get shifted, so that when you like make Baguska and pass, you can maybe live. So yeah. And then there was 1 more 40th card, but it's a card I'm not showing off until Philly. So a little bit of hidden spice to keep an eye out for when Philly rolls around. And then side deck, Triple Curry Kara. I think I lost every game I drew this card today, but I also didn't play any like Pearly, and the only cash I played, the games were super weird, so it didn't come up a lot. Yeah, I just think you need like a decent amount of Nora outs, but this could probably just be like Kaijus instead, so that you don't need them to, because sometimes they play around this by just not activating Nora to draw, and that makes it really rough. So I don't know, these may become just regular Kaijus, but they were alright. And then the going first cards, Spell Canceller, Skull Dread. I almost didn't play Skull Dread because you can technically pitch the Spell Canceller off Wakashi at the end of the combo and then summon it back with Baron. But making him bigger than 1800 and then popping Skull Dread with Baron is very important so that they can't crash in Aliber or Albez into this if you play Branded. and then like Dark Allure You or Super Follow You. So yeah, I won like every time I summoned this card. It's like extremely good. The weird card I played today that I didn't really get to use much was Retaliating C, playset plus Contact C. Again, didn't play any Pearly or Branded, and that's mostly what I put these cards in for. You just like summon this against Pearly. If they manage to out it, you get to add Contact C, so it's pretty good. And then these could just become DD Crows, because those are also much more generic and still really good against Pearly and Branded. That may be what that slot becomes, I'm not sure yet. And then 4 more cards for both Branded and Math Mech. Because like most of the main decks for like generic combo, you know, they're all just generic hand traps, so the sides like all specific, don't get gimmick puppeted type cards. So yeah. And then Magmut's really good in this deck too, because it's level 6. You can like pin summon it if you open it, use it to like make a Baron, and then search your Druid Swarm in the end phase. And then just 2 Eccentrics. I was playing 3 and Magical Hound, but as per usual, I just said trap decks aren't good and just winged it. Yeah, I only played 1 trap deck, so it didn't come up much. But and then extra deck. Oh, shout out Studs group chat. Extra deck. Baguska, your usual inboard, because you get drolled every single round. Merrymaker Sargass, how you make your format Zeuses and get your Regulus. I played double Zeus. I just wanted to be able to like Ash Theosis or like use various hand traps on Unicorn, get extra deck ripped, and then still have a Zeus in the extra in case they have any ways to interrupt me, like a Droll or something. I'm still able to like format Zeus them. So I just wanted to respect Cash, because that deck's still probably the best deck in the format till we get a list. So I just wanted to make sure I was still able to resolve a Zeus against them. And then the Super Heavy Synchro Saratobi. I made this card a lot. I think it's extremely good in the mirror. And it can attack and defense as a continuous effect, so it can kill Baguska. And it's like the only card you can make when you activate Wakashi effect to like summon a guy from decks, which is important because then you can put her in the scale and like set up advantage for the next turn. I think that card's pretty good. And then just Excel Baron, obviously. And then Lynx, 2 Scarecrows, Genius, Ballista. I didn't play Gear Gain X. I guess that's worth mentioning. I think Ballista's the better one, because in that 1-card combo I talk about when you get nibbed, you have to have Ballista in your deck to do that combo, because you won't have 2 4s that you want to overlay, because one of them's a Piercer. So I think this card's important for that. And also its other effect to make a guy 0 attack or defense like comes up a surprising amount, because if they like just summon like large guys and you can't get to Baron, it could be like kind of awkward to clear stuff. So yeah. And then just 1 Unicorn. I didn't play Access Code. I didn't think you needed it to kill people. It never came up for me. I was always able to kill somebody if I was playing. This is just here so that when you get nibbed in that combo, you can clear the nib so they can't attack over your bow. So you just like make this with the token in your link 2 to spin the nib. And then 1 bow, and then the 1 other card that pairs the side deck card that I won't be releasing until Philly. So, and then real quick shout outs, JNC Collectibles, and of course our sponsors Dragon Ink. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much.